Hello again, it's Lock Noob, and I'm back with another pair of locks from Portugal sent to me by Iona over on Discord. So these are really cool. This is a company called GNS who I've picked, I believe, one cross lock from a while ago. Can't quite remember. But there we go. We've got the what they call the security cylinder here, the 6-pin dimple with the classic dimple keyway. This is the most generic dimple keyway you ever see, that warding. So many lock brands use it. But yeah, usually they have security pins in. You can see here we have quite a good bitting. Highs, very high cuts, very low cuts here, and then a mixture towards the end. Pretty cool. Then we have a standard Euro cylinder, which is just called the Euro profile. And it's a 5-pinner, but the bitting's not bad. If you look here, got a very high cut and then very low cuts either side of it in positions 3, 4 and 5. Then 1 and 2 are just sort of relatively low, but we'll have a go at picking it. We'll pick them both, we'll gut them, and see where we go from there, really. So let's have a go at this one first. So just going to pop that in the vise. Key works nice. Make sure it's in camera for you. There we go. What shall I use? I've got a bottom keyway tensioner and a gem profile. And we're just going to go through. So that's pin 4 I'm feeling now. 2, 1 into a false set. 5's binding heavily, so just see if we can lift that up. It's definitely a spool and we're open. Pretty cool. Had criticism the other day that I don't use my own designs enough, which I think is fair. I just have so many things that I use and design and all the rest of it. I never really think about it, but here's the boner for anybody who is interested in seeing me use these tools more often. So I'm just going to see if I can use that to rake this lock open, and there we go. So that was so it did have security pins in, and this just seemed to work really beautifully. Right, so we'll leave that sort of picked, and we'll take that out and we'll pop that over here, and then we'll try and throw in the security cylinder and see if we can't get that picked as well. I might just raise the camera up a bit as well. Oh, there we go. And just try and zoom in a little bit for you. There you go, keeping the picked one in camera shot, just in case you think there's anything dodgy going on. That seems to be working okay, pull that out. That's in camera shot. What do we have this time? We do have, I believe, a tension tool somewhere. I've got to find, oh, that fits beautifully. This is another Lock Noob one, in case you're interested. And we will try picking from this side. So I'm going to be tensioning clockwise and picking anti-clockwise. The light is resting on my head now because I'm leaning in to pick this lock, and we'll just have a bit of a go. So pin 1, binding very, very heavily, really heavily. Oh, lovely click though. Pin 2, tight, was binding, but you know, moves. Pin 3, bit of a false set. 4, little click. So we're going to go through anything. That was 5, little click. No, that was 4, that was 5. This is 6. Get on it. I've lost pin 6. Let's go back through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. There's pin 6. I think I found it again. 2, 3, 4, 5. Seriously, I've lost pin 6. I don't know where it's gone. Oh, there it is. I got it. How strange to lose a whole pin. There's pin 6. Come here. I keep sliding off it. There we go. I just could not find it. That's really bizarre. I kept sort of slipping off it, which was really sort of annoying. And yeah, anyway, we got there in the end, didn't we? Very much open. Right, so we've got 2 open locks, both picked. We should gut them. I guess I'm going to do the dimple lock first. Here we go. Right, where's the key? Let's lock this all back up. Make it easier to gut. And we'll try and remove that circlip. Oh, almost there. I don't like these sort of squeeze on circlip things. I never get them back on straight. There we go. Got this off. Key in. Shim. Should have a follower somewhere. That's the one. And a pinning tray, which needs a bit of a clean, I have to admit. And hopefully this will just slide out. Okay, let's have a look at the core. It's all right. There's a bit of room in there, not the best tolerances. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, get in there. And then, do you know what? I actually did feel like there were some kind of dimples in there. I felt a tiny false set on one of the pins, but I didn't feel much counter rotation. So I imagine that if there are spools, did I say dimples? Anyway, I meant spools. If there are spools in here, then they didn't really work so well. I didn't get that nice counter rotation you get on some locks. So standard in 1, yep, spool in 2. Quite good, quite nice spools though. It must just be the bitting, maybe, you know, in terms of where they are, because these are actually very good spools in this, like really good, nice and thin. I'll show you what I mean. So look at this. Really nice thin spools. So because they're nice and thin, they will catch and lean a lot in the when they do fire, but they've got to have enough of that sort of stalk of the spool to poke out of the top of the, here we go, to poke out of the top to lean to give you that full set. If they only catch about here, if that's where the key pin sits, then they just don't fire off. So let's throw this long key pin in here. Come here, one of them, and we'll put that in that position and remove the key and see how far these spool pins sit. And they sit, yep, very, very high because of the long key pins. This one's the only one where I felt that slight counter rotation, but it's again, it's not really deep enough. I'll put in the smallest one and I'll show you how again that just sits in nicely and would provide a lot of full set. So it was just the pin positions, sadly, that made it not quite as good as it could have been. Yeah, anyway, so that's the dimple lock, the security cylinder. Let's pop that over here and then we'll try and do the same thing on this one here. So try and poke around this. There we go. Let's try and get rid of that circlip. Like I said, I really hate these squeezy circlips. There we go. That should be enough to get that off, I think. Yep, just, where's the key? There is the key. I'll grab that shim again, because we can. And the follower. There you go. Again, it's got some relatively sloppy tolerances there, not very tight in those pins. Make things a lot easier to pick if they're like that, as we saw. And then let's have a look at the pins in this. Moving that shim out of the way. Here we go. So there's definitely a spool in here. Ah, 2's a nice spool. 5 I think was definitely a spool. There we go, yeah. And move those out of the way. You see those a bit close. Again, really nice spools in this. Certainly this GNS brand has better pins than some of the other brands that we've seen from the Portuguese locks. These spools in particular are actually very, very good. Really nice sort of thin bodied spools, give you a nice counter rotation if it's pinned in the right way. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that video. It's a bit of a short one, but we picked and gutted 2 locks and even raked one at the same time. So if you did like it, leave a like. Have a comment about these locks, stick a comment below, or read them all, reply to as many as I can. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, it really helps my channel out. And of course, I will see you all next time.